Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to use Outlook CyberCheck360 Outlook add-in. And I believe you would have seen my video on how to enable CyberCheck360 add-in in Outlook. And once you have done that, you will see an option scan email at the top. Or if you have not seen it here, you need to ask your admin to enable. And if they have enabled, but you're still not seeing here, you go to all apps, and from there you click on add apps, and you should be seeing this section, and you can search for CyberCheck 360, and you should be able to see the app here. In this case, probably because I have already enabled it, it's not going to show me here, but if you want, you will be able to search here, and all your add-ins that is enabled by your organization should be coming up, and you can actually select and it should show up here. Once you click on scan email at the top, you're going to be popped up with a sign in option. So in this case, I have already signed in. So that's why you see the data remembered here. And I can click on sign in. As soon as I sign in, I'm going to be directed to the scan header section. Every time when you open an email and the icon, it initially goes to the scan header section to perform an email header analysis. So we give you a summary of the overall analysis where you get the details like SPF, DKM, and DMARC. In this case, we said the domain kavalin.org was registered 2 years ago. This email was not sent from the allowed email server and not tampered during transit. The reason it said the email not sent from the allowed email server is because of the SPF fail. You can see other details about the from, to, subject, date, and return path. Return path is nothing but the reply address to which if you reply it will go to. This can sometimes be not same as the from address. It is something to keep an eye on. If a return path is something like random characters at the same domain as the from, it could possibly mean the email was originated from a automated notification system or any automated system. In those cases, you will see the return path is a little bit different, where they don't really want to respond to your replies, or replies goes to a different mailbox. So just be cautious on that. And you get the sender domain information, and the email pretends to be kavalin.org, so kavalin.org and other details of kavalin.org. And when you click on view more, you see more information about the path it has taken. Path can otherwise be called as hops. So it's the route it has taken from the original source to come towards your final mailbox is actually written here. It's actually returned the down to top approach. So you should see from the bottom to the top. That's the way it actually originated from here, and then it came up to this process, and the final path will be on the top. That's how the hops work in the email header analysis. And then now let's go back into scan links. When we go to scan links, it is going to extract all the links that is present in the email body and show you here as a list along with the option of scan. So you can click on any links. In this case, I'm going to click on facebook.com. Once I click, I can see the information, a summary here, which says verified. Domain facebook.com was registered 28 years ago. This website is reachable and categorized as social network and messaging, and brand identified as Facebook. If let's say this domain is actually malicious, or if we see any other information like phishing, or if a whois record is missing, maybe this website is not active, you will see all that information here. And maybe here there would be some red tags or an yellow tags based on if it's a phishing or malware, or some other information is related to those information. You will see some tags here, and you will see all the domain related information in this section. And the most important thing is the screenshot. So without even you visiting this particular link by clicking here or something, never do that when you receive any link that you're not very sure of. So at that case, you can open our extension and then you can scan, and it will give you the screenshot without even impacting or bringing that data into your network. So you will see, okay, this website is going to look something like this. Maybe is it something that I've seen before, or do I really want to click on it and really want to see how it actually looks, or do you want to interact or something like that? Let's say you want to actually interact with this website. You can click on go to live session. And once you click on that, it is going to take you to CyberCheck360 website and ask you for logging in. So in this case, let me log in. And once we log in, it is going to take us to the sandbox now. Okay, so it is connected to the sandbox. So now you are seeing the link that you saw in the email is actually inside cybercheck360.com. There is another browser. Inside that, you will see that link. So you can interact with this website as you would generally do in your own browser. And this session exists only for a 5-minute period. And after that, this session is completely destroyed. So no more tracing back or no network impact on your local network or your corporate network. So this data doesn't travel back to you. This resides in our infrastructure where we have this all this setup is being configured. Okay, so now that I have interacted with the website, so maybe let's say if it downloads a file or you want to do something, you can actually download from here. And if you want to upload the file to any malware scan or anything like that, you can just open it here and you can upload the file to that particular website that you prefer. Okay, I'm going to go back to the email itself, and from here in the extension you can see the IP information. So this is saying this is the IP that the domain actually the landing actually took us to, and then some contact information of this domain. Whenever we have such information, we'll provide that. And you have an option here, kind of a support button where you can report bug. Let's say if something is not working, you describe it and submit, and we will reply to it according to the SLA. And you can also provide feedback if you think that it is good or if you want any improvements or anything like that. And that's pretty much. If you want to check some other links, you can go back and click on any other link and click on scan. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to give any feedbacks. Thank you.